use a fishing spot there.
Lady Demeter.
And Demeter to lead things off. The chill on a special, I'm thinking about how, obviously, our special hit a lot of enemies.
Out.
Might be a way of applying shield pretty quickly. Oh, we can? Oh, we can still use attacks? Even when we have our shield over there doing its thing? Okay, so we could still have a reasonable attack setup in that case. Alright, Demeter, what do you have for us?
There's so much nonsense that the mortals say to one another of our families, Zagreus. How viciously the rumors spread. Whether from that oaf Zeus, or likely from the mortal drunkard poets with no better use of their limited time.
Okay, I wasn't sure when you were going drunkard if you were going to say Dionysus. What do we have here, though? Pretty simple stuff. The attack, the special, or the dash. So, unfortunately, it's all normal rarity. And these two are things that, I mean, particularly with the special, we'd like to have something quite strong for this. Does apply chill, so it can slow people down, and we would potentially be able to sack a bunch of that with a Demeter special. Yeah, Peach says go with the flourish. Okay, let's make it happen. Let's test this out. Okay, does that have enough range to hit you? Nope. No, it doesn't. Cast, maybe? Also, no. Well, I think you walked over to... Oh, there's a spawner over there. And I just walked straight into that. Okay, so, we're learning here. We're learning. Cast, take you guys out. There we go, okay. Fishing spot. Do not forget about this.
Come, fishies.
Let's take the fishies. Meanwhile, our shield is still messing things up, distracting us from trying to fish. Not that. It's the wrong one. Oh. Yes. Wow.
If I win this round, fish.
Take that. Okay, great. So, now we'll head on over to a darkness room. You can also, yeah, relaunch this if you like if this is not far enough, then we can bring it back. Oh, that seems like that was good. Bring it back here. Is it gonna be fast enough to take you out? Yes. Okay, who's next? Should have enough range. Get you to cast. Bring it back. Oh, you. And you, we should just cast, I think. Same with you. Oh, there's someone throwing explosives at us. It is you. That's probably not going to make it to any enemies there. You gotta go. There you go. Alright, it's different, for sure. But I think we can make it work. Aphrodite or Obols. Let's see if there's anything else in here. So, what do we think are the gods and goddesses that we want to make a point to target? We have Demeter. And I think it does make some sense, having the chill on our special. But what else works well with what we have here? Different means lovable, yeah. It could be. With a good setup, we can make this work for sure. I just don't know what the best way to make it work might be. I'm thinking, I mean, similarly, Hangover would have been another one that's good for quick attacks or, quick hits. So Demeter and Dionysus, at least for the special. Obviously, we went Demeter there. What else would work well? Aphrodite works. I mean, she's generally strong. I don't think that's gonna hit you. Let's bring it back. We get both of you, that'd be great, but likewise, you guys didn't really cooperate. There we go. That's more like it. You're right next to a wall, and that does make things a fair bit easier. God, we knock people back so much. Well, can we knock you into our special? We can. Oh, that's fun. Okay, hold on. I want to make a point of doing that. That's a good one. Okay. That's the new plan. We're using the shield to knock people into the special. Confirmed. Okay. Aphrodite, what do you have for us?
Something has stirred within your heart, dearest. Oh, I can always tell. A certain kind of love for family? Yes, that must be it, I think. What could have transpired with you,
She's on to us. You think Zeus, Demeter, Artemis, Dionysus work for the special? Okay, we went with Demeter. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We have for dash, call, or reduce damage from nearby foes. What do we think? Again, unfortunately, still just normal rarity. We do have the ability to reroll one if we feel like we don't love these options here. Of course, picking up an aid is always good. It's been a while since I last had an Aphrodite aid, but again, you'd like to have better than just normal rarity. Different lead you think is solid? Yeah, the shield, when we are using our attack, we're going to have to be quite close range. We're either going to be really far away or really close to enemies, but not much in between. So this might be a good pickup. Alright, let's go that route then.
Beautiful.
Okay. Anything else in here? I don't think so. So let's head on over. Next room is life. We'll just leave our shield in the other room. Who needs it, right? Okay, so if you guys could just like walk into that, that'd be great. Nice. If I can hit you, I can knock you into it, that'd be great. Kind of missed. And by missed, I mean didn't quite knock you in the correct direction to make that happen. You guys are stagnant, but that was a great place for the spawner to show up. I think we can make this work. I think we can. Some max life there. Thought I heard something else, but no, just darkness or keys are the next options for us. What do we think? Pretty sure there wasn't anything else in here. Nope. Which do you prefer? Darkness? Alright, darkness it is. Ooh, chaos, notably. So if we can, like, knock you into the shield, as we just did there, then that is, I think, going to be the best for us. Or we pipe you into it. That also works. Do some of that. Have that blow up on you. Try to knock you guys into the shield if possible. There we go. Do some of that. Have that blow up on you, maybe. That could work too. Let's recall you. There we go. Something got updated. And then here is chaos is one option. Other option would be a palm. So these are the choices here. Let me know what you guys think. Chaos. Alright.
Let me have it.
Chaos Shelby. 21 damage, but we don't have any damage on it at the moment, so should be fine. Then, as for what we get from Chaos, let's see.
Son of Hades, I believe I have deduced something I ought to have sooner recognized.
Oh?
Your mother must have been one who called herself Persephone. Her stay within the underworld was brief from my perspective, but impactful nonetheless. You seek her now. Respond.
Okay.
Oh, Master Chaos.
This is
You should know I have
true.
located her already. Though where she is, I cannot stay for long. So I'm visiting as often as I can. It's not unlike our visits here. Only somehow even harder to get to where she is.
Yeah.
I see. It is good to know that you have been in contact. And I trust that your successive visits shall be worth their while. Not unlike our visits here.
Interested to see that Chaos is kind of taking our side here. You know, what with Chaos being usually pretty darn neutral and just looking to, well, instill Chaos. But seemingly, yeah, backing us up a bit. Okay, so what are our options here? We can have reduced move speed, but afterward we deal extra damage to undamaged foes. We can have it so that we take damage when we special, at least temporarily. That would be pretty bad. But long term, getting rarity on the boons would be nice. Or face more foes, get an additional bloodstone. What do you think? Could reroll if we don't like these. What is the best way to go here? not played favor. Yeah. Not the damage when we use our special. I mean, long term, of course, we would get this boon to evolve and we wouldn't have that preventing us from using our main ability for long, but at this rate, we're probably not far away from going to the Tartarus boss fight, and we'd like to have the ability to use our special for that, so I'd rather not have that affecting us at that point in time. Reroll? Alright, let's go for it.
Hey, got anything else?
This time... and Chaos responds as well. Also damage when we use special, but we can have attack damage. We can have reduced dash range, but then have boon rarity. Or take damage when we attack, but afterward our dash strike deals extra damage. What do you think? Yes, halting favor, reduced dash range, but boon rarity. Yeah, I think, you know, nothing that is jumping out as something that is clearly amazing for us, but might still have been the best. Now we can go Obols, Palm, or Artemis. There's 3 options here. Artemis? Okay. Yeah, early in the run. So that could definitely start to pay off, getting the additional rarity. We've seen a lot of low rarity boons. Unfortunately, this guy is tough. I still haven't really figured out what the best way to fight this guy is. I'd like for you to get hit with our shield, but I feel like chances of that happening pretty darn low. You're so mobile. Usually. Like that. Lift on the cast. Get the bloodstones back, and then maybe throw this again, and we kind of hit you. Well, no, we were still not going to hit you there. We're not taking damage, but we're also not dealing any damage here, so not exactly working too well for us. There we go. Now you get healed a bit, slowed down, at least temporarily. I'm going to say that might have been the best opportunity to do some damage there. And tier 2, strike while we are chilled, and when we can. We hang out next to our shield. I think that's most likely to work in that case, because you're likely to teleport near us, so even if we do deal extra damage when we're far away, I think that is still probably the best way to go. Okay. So, Artemis.
So, I have heard that Achilles himself taught you how to fight. No wonder you can hold your own down there. That is amazing. Do be sure to honor him from time to time, got it?
Oh, Artemis has a bit of a thing for Achilles, it would seem. Okay, now we do have some higher rarity boons already. Of course, the Chaos boon hasn't taken effect yet, so this is just pure coincidence. But attack crit, cast crit, or crit a little bit across the board. What do you think? Pressure points for crit on everything? Well, it does include the special. So we're focusing on the special, then that's a way to make it happen. Ooh, heart or hammer. 2 strong options here for sure. Yeah, it's a way to stack up additional things that affect the special, and if that's going to be the primary thing that we're trying to scale, then it could work out well for us. Always the heart? Okay. Not sure what, if any, hammer upgrades could be helpful for us, but hammer upgrades, of course, tend to be quite good, so be on the lookout for those in the future. Let's try to bring this shield back. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, it's a little bit slow for these guys, unfortunately. Kind of comical when you bump them back, though. Okay. We do pick up the extra life. There's a trove for additional coins. Otherwise, lots of things going on here. We have a trial, we have a shop, we have a well. In that well, we could get some life back, we could get some damage against undamaged foes, we could deal more damage against armored enemies. Lots and lots of options. What do you think? Hydrolite from the well. Okay. Sure thing. 45. We still have 123. It'd be hard to get much at the shop. But we could, of course, get more coins if we were to opt for the trove. And hydration? What? What do you mean, hydration? Oh, we need healing and hydration. Okay, gotcha. And Trial of the Dragon? Okay. So do we go straight in, or do we trove or not trove? We do this? Do we not need it? We're not going directly into the shop, then maybe it's not urgent. Trove? Okay. Up to 150 obols. So let's see. Throw the shield over here. Save. And throw the shield once more. Do this thing over there. Just throw some casts, throw the shield back over here, maybe. You know, take some people out if you can. Throw some casts here and there. You're the only one left, I think. There we go. Okay.
Ah, that's enough.
A little bit slow. But we do still get 85 coins without taking much, if any, damage, so not bad. And then head into the trial. Okay. So, it is a trial between Artemis and Aphrodite, goddesses of A. So, who do we want first? Who do we take second? Of course, the person we don't pick initially will get mad at us. So, may mean that we'll want to pick the person that we feel like is the person who's most difficult to work with, if we opt not to choose them. Like, Aphrodite has the heart that homes after you, right? And that's pretty difficult to avoid, and doesn't it stun you when it hits you? I feel like in the past, Aphrodite's been one of the most difficult ones, and then Artemis might be kind of similar. Does she have... Do you have projectiles at home? Leave that up to me. I feel like I vaguely remember that Aphrodite has been very difficult when she gets mad at you, so let's go with her first, I think. I don't remember what Artemis does, though. So, we have the cast, which is a short range, emphasis on the short range blast. We can have the dash, or we can have any chamber rewards that restore, or that give max life, give 30% more. It is still pretty early in the run, so we might have enough time to take advantage of that. Of course, if you get this late on, then it does next to nothing for you. But if we want to make a point of going for heart runes, then this could be a way of making that work. As my wedding vow? Oh dear. And well, Artemis is not pleased.
That's your choice. Maybe you're more like my relatives than I'd care to admit.
Sorry? Alright, what do you do when you get mad, Artemis? I do not recall. Okay, you basically just make circles that go all over the place and deal damage. That are kind of hard to avoid because they're rather quick. Where is the shield right now? It's over here. Just throw it over there. Throw some casts in that general direction. Maybe we'll hit something. Possibly, possibly not. Throw the shield again. Throw some casts again. Shield, just kind of do your thing, please. Let's bring it back. And then once Artemis is done chasing us, we'll throw them back over there. You guys just have so much armor. I mean, we're also, like, not necessarily doing much to focus on damaging them. We'd probably make a point of actually standing in there and hitting them. That would probably help. Okay, there's one down at the very least. This is the world's longest room. And, yeah, we are taking a little bit of damage from Artemis here. Another one down. That might take you down. Kind of trapped me in the corner there, at least momentarily. You still have armor, notably. Missed on that one. That missed as well, because you were dodging out of the way right when I was trying to get you. Okay, so you're trapped in the corner like this. There we go. That's what we want. Done with the trial. Fortunately.
I see. Well then, alright. Let's call it even for the moment and get on with this.
Okay, whoa! Epic rarity on the Artemis cast. Or we could have it so that after we deal a critical strike a nearby foe is marked, which could make it so that our special is more likely to crit. This one being, of course, purely casts. And this makes our critical effects deal more damage. So what do you think? What ought we do here? Of course, True Shot has far and away the highest rarity. Epic True Shot for the win? Okay. Yeah, that I think could be a difference maker for us for sure. We have Keys, we have Darkness. Our options for the next room. Don't think there's anything else in here, despite the fact that that's all shiny. So what would we like? Darkness? Alright, let's do it. And, ooh, Golden Urn as well. That'd be our first of those we've seen thus far. That was me throwing the shield and then immediately retrieving the shield, which was a little bit silly, but there we go. That's more like it. Now we just run past all these guys, have our shield chase behind us. Oh, I thought we were going to be able to dash over that. Not to get by the trap, but that's enough to get rid of most of these numbskulls. They're still quite effective. And also take some out like this. And bat you into the shield. Oh, that numbskull, I honestly didn't see sneak up on us. Just shield there and get wall slam. That works too. Okay. Oh, and I honestly did not even remember that we had the Chaos Boon that was still waiting on getting evolved. And which one was it? Increased boon rarity? Okay, so hopefully that'll help us out going forward. Other than that, we have Zeus. We were saying how that could be helpful. Get some stuff from him, otherwise Palm. We could upgrade our existing boons. I think that's about it. Yeah. So, do we feel like Demeter is absolutely the way to go when we stick with her and upgrade her? Or do we want to introduce Zeus into the equation? What do we want? Uncle Zeus? Let's do it. Okay. Lots of these hands. As well as these brimstones, which I'd like to get rid of. Or they can zap us, of course. Okay, that field can come back to us and say, take this guy out. That'd be lovely. There we go.
Lord Uncle Zeus.
Not so bad. As for Zeus Man.
I have somewhat of a favor I must ask.
Oh?
You tell your father, if you so happen to run into him again, that his brother Zeus forgives him and would like to reconnect and welcome him into the family again. You tell him for me,
Is that so? Okay. We have the Lightning Strike, which is the attack from Zeus. We can get the Zeus Dash. Or have the revenge damage from Zeus. What do we think is the preferred way to go here? What do we like most? Of course, Dash is normal rarity, whereas the other two are rare. Don't necessarily know if any of these have a direct synergy with things that we have. Maybe Heaven's Vengeance, and that the Dash and the attack are pretty separate from special, whereas in theory we could be next to people as we're getting hit and therefore do some revenge damage as they're also getting hit by the spinning shield. I don't know. Thunder Dash? Sure.
The might of the heavens.
We can go for the heart. Remember, we do get bonus life from it. Or the palm. I've seen a lot of palms here. So I don't think we've taken much of any yet, but if we wanted to, we could have some super upgraded boons at this stage. What do you think? Heart? Alright. Sounds good. That, we do have something that ties directly into it.
Who's next?
Okay, and remember we do have the upgraded cast as well now. We should be dealing a lot more damage back. Especially if we crit. Which seems like we're doing a lot of at the moment. And I like how the special is kind of, I don't know if it's necessarily stunning people or if it's just the chill. It seems to be buying us some time to throw some additional casts. So it's working. It just comes back to us, and yeah, that's definitely stunning, right? Got you back into the shield, please. Same with you. We can. Not quite. Same with you. Yes, there we go.
That's
Just a
everyone.
little bit of baseball.
Better.
Or tennis. Not sure. Okay, we have a shop. Not sure we have any alternatives to that right now. That is that. 312. I'm guessing this will be the last room before the boss. That is the case. We have a hammer, notably. Or Artemis. Or life restoration. I don't think there are any golden urns here, so unfortunately, can't get everything. Although, we have some strong options here. Artemis? Alright, let's try it out.
Pleasure doing business.
So, do we really not have an attack boon yet? I guess not. We could go with the attack boon from Artemis. Hunter's Mark for additional crit chance, or additional crit damage with clean kill. What do we think? What is our preference here? We have privilege status. Can we see? We can. It is, which one? This? One of these? I don't, yes, we do have it. Deal bonus damage versus foes afflicted by at least 2 cursed status effects. We have 2 of them, so plus 40% damage. We have what? Chill, coming from our special. Then Hunter's Mark, you think? Okay. Mark some people. And then, which Fury are we gonna have? I don't recall which ones we've been fighting as of late. I'm gonna say... I feel like we might have done Tisiphone last time. So I'm gonna go with Meg. Aqua says Meg as well. What's up, Aqua? We shall see. The answer is, in fact, Meg.
How many times have we been going at it like this, Zagreus? You tired of me yet?
Aqua's not a Fury. What?
We're both immortals, Meg. We'll be seeing plenty of each other for a while yet. I've come to welcome these occasions.
No. Look at that. Zagreus looking on the bright side.
Then good. Lashing you across the face beats waiting for the opportunity to do so. Come.
I guess Meg is as well. So, I would think that there might be opportunities to hit Meg pretty hard with the special. If she's chasing us like this, could we perhaps have that hit you? Or when you're trapped in a corner like this? Bring it back now. Relaunch it while you're in the corner. Well, now you're just going to charge that way. Try again. Can you just, like, stand still for a second? Make this a little bit easier on us? Not sure we can bat you in that direction, unlike the normal enemies. Don't think that works on you. That's not really where we want to send for that. That's where we want to be hitting you, though. Now we just chill over here. How much damage is this doing? It's definitely chilling you. It's slowing you down a lot. Kinda needs, the problem is it's not quite stagnant enough. Like, we could get it so the range is just right, so that it's just chilling like this, right on top of her. That would be ideal. But we have to be kind of far away from her in order to have that happen. That might have been it right there. Let's look at our HP. It is still hitting her. Yeah, so I think we did just get the positioning just right on that occasion. Totally missed on that second cast. Let's bring back the shield, and did we get it that time? Her HP is still going down, so I think so. Bring it back now. I'll bring it forward, of course. back. Oh, hello. Excuse me, Joe. And if you want to just follow us, that's fine too. We can play catch as well. Not sure it's gonna have enough range to hit you, but we can try. How it is? Does it though? Because like I don't think it does. That was a very silly place to stand. Okay, and we hit you like that. Yeah. Do we have a bloodstone? We won. Where are the other ones? My next question then. Now let's try rethrowing this before war. And that's... Oh, I was going to say definitely not going to make it far enough, but no, if you want to chill right on top of Mega, she's doing that. That is ideal. There we go. Slow. Trying to hit her with the shield like that, but interesting play style. Trying to get it so the positioning is just right so that it stops right on top of her. Like that.
Mine now.
Okay. Doubt there's much else in here, so let's head on up.
Let's hear it, Father.
Does he have anything to say? Seemingly not. Okay, so
Maybe I should switch.
we were using distant memory, so we could swap to something else if we feel like that's not the best fit for us. Otherwise, from the well, we have Lamia. We're on max HP, so that's not terribly necessary at the moment to deal extra damage to armor or guarantee a trove. Those are the options there. In terms of selling, Life Affirmation, True Shot, or Thunder Dash, those are the options there. Otherwise, we can head on up. What do you guys think? You want to do anything here, or should we just head on out? Again, that is Eye of Lamia, which we don't need at the moment, Nail of Talos, and Trove Tracker from the well. And at the moment, we're using Distant Memory, but we could swap for something else if we'd like. But if you're feeling like, yeah, this works, this is fine, then we can just carry on. And Distant Memory is still only level 1 at the moment, so if we're just trying to find something and level it up a bit, then that could also be a reason to hold on to it for the time being. So I don't think I'm seeing any of you guys jumping out of your seats saying, do this, do this. So maybe give you a second here, but otherwise we can just carry on. Speak now, or forever hold your opals. Keep distant memory because of the rank. Okay, that sounds good.
Broke out of Tartarus.
You know, I would think that most of the time it makes the most sense on either the rail or the bow, but well, with us relying heavily on the special here, it certainly can work for the shield.
Made it to Asphodel.
We didn't buy that, did we? I think that's pure chance. Also, there's Golden Urn there. So, ovals or darkness. Those are the options there. I think this is a random chaos. Aqua says chaos. Peach says chaos. Let's do it. So we got an okay chaos boon previously. One that gave us additional rarity for future boons that has evolved, so that is now taking effect.
In the name of Hades.
But wasn't great. What do we have this time? We have damage when we cast, as in we take damage when we cast, but after we get a bunch more ovals fairly early in the run, so that might pay off. Or next 3 encounters, our max life gets reduced by 40, but afterward we get additional darkness and gemstones. Also, similar one where getting it early is helpful. Totally opposite direction. We could have that our chamber rewards are hidden, but after we get max life. What do you guys think? Each locks in Eclipse, which is the bonus darkness and gems. Okay, so we'll have 41 less life, but we can make that work. We were actually doing pretty well from a life standpoint, and we could go and pick up some max life right now to make up for it a bit. Remember, we do have the life affirmation that does give us the bonus max life, so those hearts are better than usual. Otherwise, Artemis, we've done a lot with Artemis already, so there could be some good stuff from her as well. Bit of a synergy. What do you guys think? Either one should be very helpful for us. The heart is better than usual, and we did just reduce our max life, so we could make up for that a bit. Artemis, we have several boons from her already, so we could find more ways to increase our crit chance, or crit damage. So either one would, I would think, be pretty high on our list. Peach is not happy to give up on a heart, but says, Artemis maybe? Oh no, is passing up on Artemis for the heart. Okay, I see. Sorry, Artemis. Heart is calling. Okay, so this is an oddly shaped room. You guys are tough. You have serious combos. Like, serious combos. You could come over here and get actually in the range of the shield. That would be lovely. You seem to not want to do that, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Same deal here. There is a trove here, notably. Did we buy the trove tracker? I don't think we did. I think that's also a coincidence. We could just, like, knock it back into the shield and have that happen. That would be fantastic. Now we throw the cast at you. Now you go away. Oh, except there's the combo. I should have just kept that one there. I did resummon it. Can we take out one of you guys from range? That homes at least a little bit. Or knock into the lava. That works too. Speaking of knocking ourselves into lava, well, we knocked ourselves into lava. Are you down? No. Will be now, though. And I walked into the lava. As we're doing that temporarily, though. But here's the max life. Gives us 33 this time. Trove is for life. We're not on full, but it's not urgent per se. We would likely be able to get to full if we were to take the trove. The alternatives are going to Hermes or getting ovals here, and I think that's just about it. So what do we think? It's free healing, so do it. All right.
All right, Wretches, get to work.
It's to work, you Wretches. Okay, let's throw that out. Try to pin you guys in the corner where we can stack up a bunch of those shields. Shield teams. I don't like you trying to laser beam us, though. Alright, and also, like, killing in the lava, usually not a great idea. Cast you and try not to get petrified at the very end when everyone's dead, but should find that after all that, yep, we're still on max life, so free healing indeed. And now, the question of ovals versus Hermes. What do we think? Hermes because yay? Alright, let's do it. We've not seen Hermes yet in this run, have we? I don't think so. Pretty sure this is first. He usually only shows up starting in Asphodel. Okay, we could sell boons here. Okay, you could just, like, chill out for a second. You guys are a little too mobile. Do a lot of damage with the shield. Unless you chill in that circle. Yes, you did. Benson there took us into the lava. Fortunately, could get back quickly enough that wasn't going to deal us any damage. Let's bring this back, and will that be enough? Yes, it will. Guys are going to come back, though, of course. And speaking of coming back, our shield, por favor. Now, if you could just chill there, that is ideal. That's ideal. We have all our bloodstones, so we can't do anything there. We're just going to let the distant memory do its thing. And different enemies this time. That was fortunate that you happened to show up right where we were throwing our shield. And the Hunter's Mark is doing its thing as well. Theoretically, there's still someone here somewhere. There you are. Should have our bloodstones back, right? Yep. Throw those at you. Try to get the shield to actually hit you. Ideally, you could walk in this direction for... Oh, okay, there we go. Well, I knocked you out of the shield, which is the opposite of what we should be doing. Please go this way. And we will bat you back over there into the shield. That's what we should be doing. Okay, so Hermes, what do we have?
You know, cuz my pop never gets his lightning blessings to me, he's quite invested in what happens to you, isn't he?
I suppose so. So we could have attack speed. We're doing a bit of attacking, but mostly special. Side hustle is fantastic early. It's still pretty early. It's just normal rarity, but that could still be worthwhile. Hyper sprint makes us move faster and briefly become sturdy for 0.6 seconds after we dash. Useful in niche scenarios, yes. Side hustle? Yeah, it's a good pickup at this stage, right?
Time to go.
And we could sell boons if we really wanted to. I was gonna say, could maybe even sell side hustle, but that one is one that almost always is worth more, even in pure obols, when you hold on to it than it is if you sell it. So we have Demeter, who we have for our special, but nothing else at the moment. And we have Artemis, who we have on a few things right now. We have the cast is Artemis, pressure points, as well as Hunter's Mark. So we have a lot of crit support at the moment. Might not be too many things remaining on that front. There is the boon that gives us additional crit damage. So that one comes to mind, unless we were to say get Artemis attack boon or Artemis special. Those are also certainly possible. Demeter, I don't know if there's anything that would synergize well with what we have going on with our Demeter special. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like we've already gotten most of the big things that we wanted from Artemis, so I feel like because we're relying so heavily on our special, I'd like to see if we can find a way to get some synergy on that. So if it's up to me, I'd say we go for Demeter. Let's see what we can do here. Oh no. I don't like this route.
These witches again.
Not these witches. You guys are very tough. Just punch. Just punch. Just hold the shield up. Hold the shield up and wait for... I was going to wait for an opportunity. I'm not sure when that opportunity is ever going to arise. Maybe just try to get the shield on one of them, and then with the special, and then throw on the shield for... lost track of where my hand was there on the keyboard. Are we technically in that level? I don't think so. That time we are. Like, just throw that shield at you, then throw on our shield with a bull rush, like so, and just play the war of attrition. Nah, I'm not sure I love that strategy. Not sure I love that strategy. I think might be best to just get in there, do some attacks, the old-fashioned way. At least we're gonna say about to get one down. There is one down.
Don't do that.
Okay, if you guys would like come a little bit closer, that'd be great.
I can't.
Okay, there's more of our bloodstones back. Where did I go? I'm in the lava, okay. Barely. Okay, you are almost down, but not yet. Could you perhaps take a little bit of damage from that shield? There we go. Okay. Still need some practice on that room. I mean, I also need practice with this setup, so that was obviously less than ideal, but it's done, and ultimately it was mostly slow. We didn't take that much damage.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Let's see what we get from Demeter. Whoa, some high rarity options. We could get an epic rarity attack. Epic rarity Arctic Blast. Applying 10 stacks of shield causes a blast, clearing the effect, but dealing 100 damage in the process. Potentially a way of synergizing a bit, or after we take damage and completely kill our foe. I don't remember ever taking this one, but apparently we have, because there's no scroll. What do you think? Definitely some high rarity options for sure. This one, I know, I've heard that people have mixed opinions on this one, because on one hand, it is a lot of damage. On the other hand, it does remove all of your chills, so it comes to the plus side, but it also comes to the downside. Arctic Blast, you think is worth it? Okay, let's do it. In which case, I think that is what we were looking for. It does build off of what we have going for us with the special. And Aphrodite next could also be good. What did we took the life affirmation with her is what we already have. Okay, you guys, we can blow this up on all your guys. Lovely. also all standing next to each other, all on top of the shield. That worked well. Wanna also come over here and increase the shield's kill count? Be great, but he's not obliged. There we go. That'll do it. You guys, you're also a little bit tough to take out because you're mobile. So throwing something like the shield at you where we have to know where you're gonna be makes it difficult. And you just hang out next to the shield. Yes, you can. Not bad.
Have a nice death.
Not bad.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, that's true. Our special stacks the chills so quickly that it's probably a decent time to, or that's a decent way in which to have the explosion when we reach 10 stacks, because we can reapply it pretty soon thereafter. We have a very high rarity attack. Epic attack on Aphrodite does mean 90% increased damage and inflict weak. Saw Aphrodite's 8 previously. I think it was normal rarity at the time. Now it is up to rare. Wave of Despair means we can inflict weak and deal a little bit of damage when we take damage. So what do we think? This because it's epic. And we have gone a long time without an attack boon. That is right. 90% attack boon, or 90% attack damage is a ton at that. So we could sell boons. We could get rid of, well, again, like side hustle. In 4 rooms, we make up for this 40 obols. So under almost no circumstances is it worth selling that. We have Heart and Hermes. Those are 2 really good things as well. That's a tough decision there. Of course, we have stronger hearts than we would normally have. Just checking for, yes, things like this. I see you.
Lots of coin there.
Gold urn. I think that's it, though. I know. You don't like when we sell our boons, Peach. You think heart? Okay. There'll be other times to pick up a Hermes boon, I'm sure. Hermes boon, I should say. Oh, okay.
Fountain chamber.
Heart, yes. Fountain chamber. Better yet. And anything else in here? No, we're going straight into a shop. I'm thinking this shop is probably going to be the last one before the boss fight. We have 378 obols, so we could do some damage here. Yep, looks like that is the case. This will be the last room. We get, ooh, additional 10 from Side Hustle. I did hear the fishing noise. It's over here. Okay, let me just show you what the options are, then I'll do the fishing. So we could get a random upgrade. We could get an Aphrodite boon. We could restore HP. We don't need that right now. We're actually already up to 250. Wow. I mean, we haven't had that many hearts. We picked up a few, but because of that life affirmation, they are, of course, stronger than usual. So that seems to be adding up already, so that's great. So these are the options, and while you're thinking about that, I'm going to go fish. So let's do this.
Me, fishies.
Last time was a really long one. Let's see what this one is. No. At least I thought so. There we go. Crustacean.
Another crustacean.
Okay. So what do we want here? Aphrodite is our go-to goddess on this occasion. Oh.
Brought you keen-eyed Artemis.
Or do we have to pick between the two of them?
Social grace is suitable enough to come to you herself.
Oh.
Social graces, she says. Going about like that. I'm sure you know that I can find you when it's necessary, Zagreus. Though how to get away from Aphrodite, I have no idea.
Alright, and that does mean we have Heartrend. And we do have the epic Aphrodite's Aid, which is also strong, but I mean, this is the duo boon. Your critical effects deal even more damage to weak foes, and we did just pick up the ability to apply weak on our attack. So that should mean that that's fairly straightforward to make that happen. Gotta go for Heartrend? Yeah. That's gonna be good for us for sure. We do still have 238 obols, so we could buy more if we'd like. So we could go that route if you want, otherwise we can head straight into the boss fight here. Let me just make sure that there aren't any more gold urns here. Sometimes they hide in the corner there. Doesn't seem like it. I'm sure Charon will love us doing this. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Will that be all? Buy the palm? Okay.
One of my boons got stronger.
Upgraded pressure points, which should give us, I'm assuming, 1% more crit chance across the board. Yep, okay. Out of curiosity, with the cast, it's starting off with 10%, add the 4 for this, so it's 14% total. Okay. And now, to the Hydra we go. Oh, for a second there I thought there was a gold urn remaining in the corner. I don't think so. Just the lighting made it look like that was space.
Now, prepare to die.
Hey, Lerny, nothing personal, but yeah, we gotta do this. Sorry. Oh, I was really hoping that it seemed like the distance would be just right to do this, and then we just chill over here and let it do its thing. Basically. Lerny, if you could just, like, you know, stay in one place and let us do this again. Oh, what did I just say? Not that. We do technically want to, like, at least give you weak briefly, so we can more easily get the crit. But I'm surprised you haven't hit your phase yet. I mean, you've been cooperating pretty well with us for the most part, and then as soon as I say that, you move. Here are your other friends. Let's get rid of you. Or I really don't like the ones that shoot projectiles, laser beams, so I'd like to get rid of you, actually. Can you think of it? You also have 2 curses on you, which means you'll take more damage. That's great as well. Try to backstab you. May or may not have been happening there. You are shooting those laser beams. There's the bloodstones. What? I didn't even know we could hit the base of the Hydra and not deal damage to it. Apparently that's a thing. First time I've ever noticed that, at least. That may or may not have hit. There we go. That'll do the trick. Bloodstone's back. Shield back. Oh, I did get hit by that. Now you're down. These, I almost walked into that. Okay, learning. None of that, please. Let's give you a week. And I don't mean the time. I mean week with an A. That way. Oh, I should have gotten rid of the shield there. Hold on. This should be roughly the correct distance. And we just chill. I would like to get those bloodstones back. Well, we have phased you, so we'll pick them up, then prepare ourselves for these guys. Oh, these guys. We're saying a warm welcome to us as well. We are both double curse. 1 down, 2 down. There's laser beams. Might be 2 of them, actually. We're doing that right now. Bring back the shield. We can do this. That can be the right kind of range. It might be. Throw that. There we go. You're down. You are marked as well. If we get you weak, you have a really high crit chance against you. And we want the shield back. Do this again. Lerny, if you could just chill for a second, let us do this. Yeah, you are a laser beamer. Your friend is as well. You're down now. That was, we probably should have kept the shield there. But, no, doesn't matter. Head down. Lerny, we're back to you. While these, por favor, and then do that. And then we kind of just let distant memory do its thing. Over here. And the shield is coming back now, so let's do this once more. Will that be the right kind of distance? Yeah, it's dealing damage. At least it looks like it was. Oh, now you move, though. How dare you? Get the bloodstone back. Do some this. By a week, or may not be necessary. Right, yeah, the Arctic Blast should have been triggering fairly frequently there. Didn't take much damage. A lot of darkness. And I think we are good to go here. No fishies or anything like that. Yeah, we want to get the curse there from the attack, the weakness on there. It's just that our cast and our special are both very range oriented, and then we want to also be far away so that we have distant memory working. But we want to make sure that we're at least poking them with an attack every now and then to make sure that the weak is on whenever possible. We don't really need this, but we'll take it. Because that unlocks this stuff. And we have Hydrolite, which is unnecessary at the moment, could pick up some Darkness Tinge of Erebus, or get a random well item from the Fateful Twist. It's in on 208 ovals at the moment. We could swap off for a different keepsake, or we could throw on, or continue to keep on, Distant Memory. And it is helping us a bit there. Like I said, you know, it does mean that we're kind of making a point of running away from enemies when we throw the shield out, and it does make it a little bit difficult to make sure that we are also applying the weak curse from our attack, because that's, of course, close range. But, at the very least, we're also ranking it up. We're close to reaching rank 2 now. So there's that, and then there's this. You know what happens when we go here. So what do you think? Should we keep things as is? Anything we want to pick up at the shop? As a reminder, this is what we have at the well. Keep Distant Memory, okay. No purging. No worries. I got the sense that's what you're reacting to. By the Tinge. Okay. We'll do that. Will that be all? Be on our way? Looks like it.
Enough of this place.
That's it, because yes. Okay, fair enough. Alright, and here we are continuing, of course, to get Side Hustle to work for us, so that will pay off in the long run. Already has, I'm sure. We have another heart, 4 ovals. Might mean that we have less need to go to oval rooms than we would normally have, and of course, with us having Life Affirmation, every heart room is better than usual. Yeah, that's the thing, is we would have really liked to have had a higher rarity on the special. Unfortunately, it was just normal. So that was part of the thing, was we saw it at the very beginning, and I saw the potential synergy with our aspect, and I thought, yes, that could work, but at the same time, do we want to be patient and make a point of waiting till we get one that's higher rarity so that in the long run it's more effective? At this stage, now that we're out of Asphodel, there's no chance of getting someone like Eurysity to come back and upgrade the rarity of it. We could, of course, still upgrade the level of it. That is possible. But there's only so much that can do. Heart? Let's do it. Yeah, no patience to wait. No worries. And if you just stay in that area there, and then eventually that shield will explode on you and take you out. Would have been amazing if the timing was such that it reached 10 stacks right as it turned into the eyeball, and then the explosion took it out as the eyeball. That almost happened there. Don't do that. That's against the rules.
Right on cue.
Was it though? I have no idea if those casts actually hit you. Tip number 2. 9. The explosion, again, was just barely the wrong time there. Keep on getting them with the last hit exploding and taking them out just as they're about to turn into the eyeballs. That shield is not really doing anything there. That did hit us. That's absolutely sad. Let's blow this up. Oh, and you walked out of it. Will that blow up, though? I think it did. It actually did take you out. Oh, where did you come from? Were you there all along? I did not remember seeing you previously. You just chill there. That should take care of you. Yep. Gonna get rid of the eyeball as well. That'll do. Here's the heart.
Strength of the centaurs.
Brings us up to 284. This is an ovals trove that we could consider. Above and beyond that, we have Hermes. We passed on him previously, but could get back. Do a little bit more of that now. Or if we want to make a point of upgrading the special, then the palms are probably the only way of doing that at this stage. So those are the options there. We have a Obol, Grove, we have Hermes, and we have Bombs. What would we like? And in terms of our Obols, we're on, what, 240 at the moment, so we could get to a pretty high amount if we were to go for the Trove. But we're in a decent place at the moment. We do, of course, have side hustles, so it does mean that we're generating Obols by that alone. But if you don't have a strong preference, then I think, generally speaking, my rule of thumb is that I'll do the low-risk thing, the thing that is most likely to keep us alive, in which case that means probably not doing the Trove. And I would go for whatever seems like, well, between Palm and Hermes. I think in the past, you guys have typically Hermes, so I'd probably go with that, unless you object. But I'm not seeing anyone say that they do, so let's give that a shot then. And we hope for something good from Hermes here, of course. Oh, there's well, okay, so keep that in mind. Will that shield take you out? No, certainly not. A lot of bowmen here. Okay, one down though. Let's get that shield doing something useful. Will that hit you? No, is apparently the answer. I was hoping the angle might have been such that that would have just barely gotten stuck on the corner and non-stop hit you. No such luck, though. Get you back. Oh, we have the shield. I think back. We don't need to get it back. We already have it. Like here. Oh, did we just summon it back to us? We must have. It seems to be coming back almost immediately now for some reason. I'm definitely not telling it to do so. Seems like the duration is much shorter. Not sure why. Make a point of, ooh, getting it from range, yes. Easier said than done, though, against what are pretty mobile enemies. Okay, shield's come back. Get you from this side now. You, how dare you. Now, let's hit you. Still a bowman, no, over here. Yup. Take you out. There we go.
Right there.
Okay. So Hermes, what do you have for us?
I accept this message.
And we can go for, whoa, 2 bonus dashes, which is very strong defensively. We could special more quickly. Now, is that just throwing the shield, or does that also affect the number of, or the speed at which the shield hits enemies as well? Because if it's just how quickly we throw the shield and the number of times it hits doesn't really change at all, then it's not a huge difference maker. But if it does hit 10% more often, then that's basically a 10% damage boost, which sounds solid. Also helps us stack the chills more quickly and get the chills to explode at stack of 10 more quickly. Otherwise, our foes drop their bloodstones more quickly. Do we have a preference here as to which one we'd like to see? What do we think? Also, this is definitely a new song after full release. I do not recognize this, I'm pretty sure. Which is great to see. I think there were a lot that they threw in. So, in that sense, definitely have not heard everything yet, or at least have not fully processed and come to really know all the new songs. So that's exciting as well, because of course, Garen Korb, the sound director, is that technically? I don't know what his official title is, but he's pretty darn good at what he does. Pick Reflex, yeah, the double dash.
That's good speed, alright.
We can do a lot of those dashes now. Okay, we have Hammer, we've Shop. We have 278 obols, so we could get a fair amount at the shop, but then of course, the best thing you could typically buy at a shop would be a hammer, and on this occasion, it means we're getting a free hammer, whereas in this case, we're paying 200 obols for it, so could get other things above and beyond a hammer. We don't necessarily know if there even is a hammer at that shop. We might find of different boon. We could find multiple boons. We could find stuff that is, oh, life restoration, which we don't terribly need. Darkness. Yeah, I don't think we've had one at all. I think we passed on one earlier for a heart. This time, oh, and it's a fountain chamber as well. Okay, so, ooh, there is a scroll one. We do have Full Rush instead fires a piercing shot that deals 80 damage, which might make sense with Distant Memory, our current keepsake. Or your Full Rush charges up faster. One with the scroll is your Dash Strike deals plus 50% damage in a larger area. We have not really been doing much in the way of Dash Strikes. But it is a scroll.
This should work.
It would mean doing more of that. Okay, and let's restore the little bit of HP that we've lost. And I thought I might have heard something else, but maybe not. Now we have Mini-Boss Zeus, or Obols. And of course we didn't end up spending any Obols, because we didn't end up going to the shop, so we're on 288 at the moment. And we have the dash from Zeus. I think that's it. I mean, technically our shield is aspect of Zeus, so I suppose there is that. But, is there anything else from Zeus? I don't think so. Mini Zeus? Because, what? It's a mini Zeus? Okay. Hello, Mr. Asterius.
Back against me, short one. Now come.
Oh, quick one. Okay, going straight into it. Oh, and you're doing the chase. Let's have our shield follow us in that case, and hopefully our shield can keep pace with you. For the most part, it does look like it did. And if we can get your shield and also weakened, then of course we get the double curse. That is great. We're on 7 stacks of shield. Slowing you down is also very nice. Okay, he's chasing us. Oh, bad timing. Too close to him when he started the chase. I do think that generally speaking, because he's going to do a lot of following us, we're gonna want. Oh, he did hit us there as well. Probably gonna want to have the shield following behind us, and then just wait for Asterius to try to catch up to us, wherever he is. He just hit himself there? I thought I saw like a 500 marker next to him when we were not really doing anything to him. A little odd. Okay, seriously gonna follow us or not? Like that. Were you doing something? Okay, that is the face. He's on 9 stacks of shield. One more. I think he lost him right as he was about to reach 10. He's marked right now. Crits. He should be coming. That was just nowhere near him. Shield. Okay, if you want a shield there, that's quite alright. Now he's chasing us. Now we want to have the shield chasing us as well. We have a bazillion dashes, so in theory, should mean that we're in a pretty good place to make this happen. Yeah, it worked out. I'd wager. Do that. May have hit us. Wait, you want to come after us, Asterius? What's the matter? I like your bloodstones back there. You're kind of hogging them. There they are. Pretty sure we'd stopped you mid-jump. You wanted to go further? Hello? There we go. On double curse now. Oh, now you're facing us. You did hit us. There we go. Took a little while, but ultimately didn't take too much damage from it. So we have an interesting setup against him. Multiple dashes works well for stopping him when he's trying to charge after you, and having the ability to have our shield just follow behind us when we do our special, and then summon it back, and we run away from our shield like that, means that we can basically have this follow Asterius as well. But anyways, let's pick up the Zeus boon.
In the name of Hades. The goods.
What did our mark Asterius? Hold on. How did we mark Asterius? Hunter's Mark. After you deal critical damage to a foe near it is marked. We marked them several times, which would suggest that there were more than one enemy in an arena, even though it should have just been Asterius. I don't know. But anyways, we do have an epic rarity, Static Discharge. Your lightning effects also make foes jolted. That is, at the moment coming from our dash is where we're getting the lightning effects. Otherwise, we have your lightning bolt effects have a chance to strike twice. Or this one that I still, to this day, don't understand. And Nightbot has gotten mad at you, Peach. But it seemed like you were saying Static Discharge. Nightbot, why? Why? Was it a Static Discharge you were saying you wanted to do? Seems like that's the way you were leaning. Jolt? Oh, no. Jolt? Oh, yeah, that is Jolt. Gotcha. Okay. So, and Hammer next. We have one. It was a scroll, but to pick up another would be great. That's not really the person I was trying to target with the cast, but I suppose they are homing, so I decided to go that way anyway, and did mark you, meant we could crit, and dealt a lot of damage with it, so that's not bad. Ultimately, it worked. And if you want to chill there, or chill there, and let me just... Bloodstones to come back... Nah, we'll throw another shield at you. There we go. That can hit you? Yes, it will. Back. Throw the shield as well. Yep, you're just gonna kill there. Take care of the shield guy in the meantime. There can be only one shield master. I'm pretty sure we dealt almost no damage to the shield guy, and then we just crit him and almost one-shot him in the process. Okay, so the hammer, not much else. Let's take it. Another scroll here. After your special hits, your next 2 attacks deal plus 80% damage. That does sound like that could work quite well, because we are, of course, relying pretty heavily on our specials, so... I mean, it is special that's setting up the attack, but still. Otherwise, our attack hits twice, but does not knock foes away, or our Bull Rush charges up faster. Just take the scroll, alright?
Perfect.
Other than that, oh, there... I swear, I heard something there, but... We could have a palm, or, ooh, a trial between Demeter and Aphrodite. Let's see, was there anything else in here? I suppose not. Trial! Let's do it. Okay, so... Where are they hanging out? Over here? Over here.
Making me choose.
So, we had, what was it? An Aphrodite plus Artemis trial way back in Tartarus, I believe it was, and we opted to go for Aphrodite first on the assumption that Aphrodite is not someone you really want to have mad at you. And I think that Demeter is someone who's pretty easy when you do have her mad at you, so it might make sense to go the same route again, but let me know what you think. Take wife first.
You really shouldn't have.
Oh, but we really shouldn't have. So we can get her aid, and she's offered at this to us, I think at least, this might be the 3rd time, but I think it's gone down in rarity each time, or at least we've seen much higher rarity than this. Otherwise, Sweet Surrender, weak afflicted foes are also more susceptible to damage. We do have weak on our normal attack, so that is fairly easy to apply. Or we can have Wave of Despair, dealing revenge damage and inflicting weak that way. What do you think? Sweet Surrender? It's like candy. Let's take it then. Demeter will be displeased, of course.
My blessings seldom given, and ought not be so readily refused, young Zagreus.
Sorry. Sorry, Grandma.
Sorry, Demeter.
Yeah. Zagreus.
I angered her, I guess.
Yeah, thinking the same thing. I like to get rid of some of these archers early. Okay. Even in your eyeball form. You. Go away, please. That's definitely not going to hit you. Neither is that. Let's get Bloodstone back quickly. There we go. Just pull you around a little bit. And you're next, it would seem. As are you. You are double cursed. In theory means we should be able to deal some damage to you. The gods and goddesses, they don't deal damage to our enemies, do they? Like, if we were to bat this guy into Demeter's vortex, I don't think it's dealing damage. Demeter's picking a good place to put him, though. Making things a little bit difficult for us. You gotta go. None of that. And I missed on the cast, and Demeter spawned right on top of me. Come on! There we go. Demeter with some snipes at the end there.
I am quite capable of making your life plenty difficult. You do now realize, young Zagreus.
Yeah, at the end there, you got me good a few times. You could take Fur Aid, otherwise Frozen Touch, after you take damage and completely chill your foe, which is interesting if you consider that we do have Arctic Blast. So if we do completely chill our foe, then that means we're chilling them, but then immediately removing those 10 stacks and dealing 100 damage. So this is functionally 110 damage. Or any life restoration effects are more potent, and we restore 147 life now. It's an interesting one when combined with Life Affirmation. Not sure it's as good, but it does mean we have higher max life and higher life restoration. This is an interesting synergy, if you want to call it that. I think Demeter's Aid might be the way to go. We are relatively low on life at the moment. We're a little over half HP. So what do you think? Ignore Soul. Okay.
That woke me up.
There we go. That will get us to maximum HP.
5 seconds, right?
And we could go either Heart or Artemis. Question that I think we had for ourselves earlier in the run, and we did go with the Heart, and of course we were just saying we have the bonus in terms of max life that we get from those hearts, so it is better than usual. We have done a lot with Artemis thus far. Is there anything else that we would like to have from her? Because we do have her cast, we have pressure points, and we have Hunter's Mark. We also have a duo boon with Aphrodite. So we have lots of ways to increase our crit strike chance. And this is crit damage, actually, not crit strike chance, but... Heart, you think? Yeah, I'm not sure what else from Artemis we would still want at this stage. Oh, wow, that still hit us. I thought we were going to be fine. You just, like, chill there, and yeah, that'll take you out. And eyeball, though, want to make sure we get rid of you still. Shield versus shield. Something tells me shield is going to win.
I'm out.
And here, we sneak up behind you, take you out that way. Certainly could. Okay. You. 4 shields. Let's not stand there. That still hit us? You a full spin? I'm surprised. It is hitting you. And we are out of bloodstone. We have them all. But we can do something about that.
Just a bit longer.
Let's hit you while you're in the corner.
No, you don't.
That seems like a good opportunity. I'm not even sure how that other one went down. That didn't finish you off? Wow. More credit to you. Oh, there's certainly another one over here. There's a couple of you, actually. Not sure we knew there was going to be a shield guy. Let's shift it this way, perhaps. And now it should be just you. Bloodstones are like right there. There we go. For the shield, and just for style. There we go. There is a fishing spot, but before that, we have Palm, we have Demeter. I'm thinking we are pretty darn close to the bosses of Elysium at this stage, so this might be our last room, in which case we wouldn't have any enemies in it. There's a fishing spot here somewhere, though. Where? Not there. Here. Okay. Let's check it out.
Something to remember, fishies.
Oh, quick one.
I caught a carp.
I'm not sure I've ever gotten one of those. Looks unfamiliar to me. Like the HP pool right now. So go for Granny. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty high on life.
My way.
Those traps just blew up several of the flame wheels there. That worked out well for us, and our dash can deal damage as well, so that will help too. But, you know, I think the traps are doing most of the work for us here. Along with a shield that is chasing behind us at the moment, theoretically capable of taking some of you guys out. Who's that? Another wave? Okay, totally different enemies this time. Totally.
Not yet.
Let's just do some of that. And some of that. Get some bloodstones back, maybe. I want to make sure that, yeah, we take out some eyeballs in there starting to show up. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. But still flame wheels? How long is this room? How many waves have there been? A lot. There we go.
Okay.
Man, I don't think we took any damage, but how many enemies were there? Crazy amount. Okay, so, Demeter, what do you have?
In the name of Hades. Nice.
Ooh, a new scroll that we have not yet taken. Your jolted effects do not expire when foes attack. That sounds insanely good. Insanely good. Otherwise, Snow Burst. When you cast, damage foes around you and inflict chill or frozen touch. We saw this previously. I mean, I'm posing it as a question. I think I know the answer. Let's go for it. This is a scroll cult. Okay, well, this time, this I think is going to be the last room before the boss fight. And it's a good thing we picked up this one, because this was fantastic boon here. But we have Shop with almost 500 obols. We will have 500 because we have Side Hustle by the time we walk in there. Or another heart, and we're at 315, but we could get to, I think, pretty darn close to 350 going into that final fight of Elysium. If we were to go this route, that would be amazing. You think Shop? I mean, we might even find a heart there. We'll see what we find. Let's check it out. We have a Palm, we have Life Restoration, and a random boon. Let's check out what the other alternate, see if there's any golden urns that might change the equation a little bit here, but I mean, we could afford all this, I'm pretty sure, if we wanted to. We could. So what do you think? I want the wares. Which wares would you like? So yeah, we talked about earlier how getting a Palm could be useful because we do have things like the special that we've been relying pretty heavily on, but it's a low rarity, just normal rarity. So the only way to increase the damage would be put on a Palm, but we have other things like the cast and the attack that are higher rarity. Maybe those are better to use a Palm on. Of course, the random boon, depending on who it's from, could perhaps synergize a bit with what we're doing. Goodie bag and Palm. Okay. It's Zeus, and look at that. The duo boons keep on coming in. It's Lightning Rod. We have picked this up already, so no scroll, but it makes it so that our collectible bloodstones shock nearby foes for 70 lightning damage. Otherwise, we're looking at Heaven's Vengeance for revenge damage or the dash. Or the thing that synergizes with the dash, kind of, sort of, but doesn't really make any sense. Can I cast everything and not pick up the Bloodstones? I think so. I think it's going to happen, you know. Sure, there are definitely going to be times when I walk over and pick up the Bloodstones, but I think just thinking about boss fights in particular, there are definitely going to be times when there are Bloodstones on the ground and we'd kind of like to pick them up, but they're in a dangerous location, so we can't go straight over there, so they're going to be dealing damage because, oh, we just can't go there immediately. Then do read.
Let's go, team.
Let's go, team, indeed. And it even got buffed recently? Okay, interesting. And you said there's one other thing you wanted. Palm? Okay.
Spend it all in one place, mate.
And so it would be the attack we could upgrade, which only gives us 20% increased damage. I'm surprised. The special gives us 24% increased damage. Or we could upgrade our crit chance by 1 more percentage point. Pressure points OP, you think? Alright. Let's go for it. What is it? What, the big numbers with pressure points? Alright. Let's give it a shot. And then we could restore some HP. We are pretty darn close to full HP right now, so we may not need it. And I think we checked earlier, so there's nothing else in here. You were saying just the goodie bag and the palm. So let's head on in. Zach is on a pre-arena diet. Gotcha. Gotta be in tip-top shape here.
These two.
For these
The
two.
gods are testing us once more, Asterius. For how else to explain this fiend approaching us, bearing such blessings as would normally befit only for heroes such as we?
I don't know about that.
You do know I'm related to them, right? The god of the dead is my father. I'm sure word's gotten around. Not that I want deferential treatment from the likes of you.
Yeah, you know, come to think of it, maybe we don't bring that up.
Good, for you'll get nothing of the sort. The gods are on my side, not yours, monster. What business would they have abetting you?
Well, I mean, they do have some. Definitely do have some.
Stand and fight.
So we want to get rid of these.
There, Hellspawn.
And we do want to get rid of that as well. And then, I mean, this is going to actually be a very passive playstyle, where we're largely just going to throw the shield. And it was in a pretty good place there. It still is now. And we threw our cast, and then we're just kind of leaving them there. Let them do their thing. Throw that out in the middle of the arena, roughly. They'll jolt themselves as well. Maybe they'll occasionally run into the walls. Okay, we did get one of the Bloodstones to automatically come back at us. You could argue we're even... it's even a decent idea to deliberately throw our Bloodstones at the walls so that they don't hit anyone. And, well, there you have it. We did not even do anything to target Theseus there, and yet apparently he got down to half HP. Because, well, he's just chilling near... Oh, all those Bloodstones. That was not exactly where I was looking. Free to be attacking from. I'm not sure I realized he actually does have Doom on his attack as well. We did just have Doom afflicted. And obviously he has the call from Ares, yes. And we want to get rid of those. But yeah, on his normal attack as well.
Not ready to admit defeat as yet.
Kill here for a second. Throw that out. Do this. And we have, yup, all those Bloodstones hanging out in the middle, taking out one Mr. Achilles, or not Achilles, Theseus. Minotaur is now chasing us. We can get back in the middle, that'd be great. We can just get shocked all over the place and also have our shield chase ya. There you have it. One of the easiest Theseus Minotaur fights I've ever had, I would argue. We took almost no damage. Yeah, I think the setup's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be nice.
My greatest fan.
Stair Spit was beautiful. Just run around in circles, have all the Bloodstones in the middle shocking him, and then have our shield chasing behind him. Lots and lots of sources of damage there, so it worked out quite well. Quite well.
I suppose that I shall be seeing you quite soon.
That may be. Why don't we restore 164 HP that we don't currently need? And then we'll check out...
Purge boons for coin.
That's actually not the one that I meant to go to, but that's the option for purging boots. Oh, usually it's well first and then purging pool. I think that threw me off for a second there. Otherwise, we can restore 111 life. Wow, I mean, we don't need it. But extra damage to armor, additional bloodstone. I mean, that, at least for the final fight, this would be great. I don't think 6 encounters is going to last us that long. But if we have an additional bloodstone to shock people, then yeah, that'd be awesome. We could also swap over our keepsake. It did just reach rank 2. Do we want to have this for the Temple of Styx, or do we feel like there's one that we'd rather have for endgame? Yeah, no good wares for the shop. At least, not at the moment. We'll probably run into another well at some point in Temple of Styx. At least one. You think distant memory all the way? Alright, we can give it a shot. And it was originally 10% damage to distant foes. Now it's all the way up to 20, so it actually doubled. So that's great. And nothing else in here, so let's move on up. See if there are any golden urns in this area, because oftentimes there are. Okay. Anything?
Let's grant me a swift satyr sack.
And Francis satyr sack. 2 golden urns, I think, there. At least. If not more. That's not bad. Of course, heading into the super shop here. And side hustle is big in this area. So let's just get a sense to what we're looking at here. We have a couple of Demeter boons, a couple of palms, and the big one is Hermes. Of course, if we have 1,000 obols, we could perhaps get a diamond, but that's unlikely at this stage. In terms of rooms, we're looking at obols, palm, mini-boss Aphrodite, Zeus, mini-boss Heart. One of these has the satyr sack, the others, of course, do not. Buy a boon from Demeter and then go to the Heart Room. Okay. So we cannot yet afford the big Demeter boon, so we'll go for the little one. See what we get here. We have passed on Frozen Touch many times. Demeter's Aid we've seen before, but I thought we had it at a higher rarity, and this is obviously just normal rarity here. But we don't yet have a call, and obviously it'd be nice to have a call by the time we get into the final fight. Killing Freeze, while all foes are chill afflicted, they are 10% slower and decay, decay being some damage over time. You think Killing Freeze? Alright, let's go for it.
It's freezing.
It's a way to synergize a bit with what we have going on without taking up a call spot, which is probably in pretty high demand here. And then you said it was Heart for the room? Yeah, okay. So we hope that the Satyr Sack is in here, because otherwise that means we're fighting a mini-boss, and that would be tough. But we'll see. And I'm hoping that, yeah, we're going to find that the shield is effective against these little rats here. Still one remaining. There we go. So yeah, we're going to hit Side Hustle to proc a lot in here, which is a good thing. So we should find we'll be able to purchase a fair amount from the shop. Ooh, especially if we have, I think there was 2 golden urns right next to each other there. So that stuff should help. We saw there's another Demeter boon for 450 obols, I think it was. And so we're not there yet, of course, but let's see if we can get there. Big rats this time. Remember, we in some ways want to keep those bloodstones down there. We could just chill over there and get shocked. That would be lovely. We could walk a little bit closer, or we just whack you. That'll be enough. Okay, nothing else in here. Let's keep on moving. And this might be the last room in here. Oh, nope, one more. Not get hit by that. Get our bloodstones. Oh, it doesn't really matter. And head on in. This will be the final room, I do believe. Will it have a Satyr Sack, or will it have a mini-boss? It has a mini-boss. Which one?
With Father's pest problem, I guess.
It's the big rat. I think is probably one of the easier ones for us. Especially with our current setup. Where we can, say, make a point to throw in all of our bloodstones and do much like what we did with Asterius. And, well, let's not chill there. We don't have to. Do want to try to get that out there. And I think that was a good place where that ended up landing. Okay, let's throw that. Not sure it's going to hit anyone, but we tried. Do want to try to get you to hang out next to the bloodstone, though you aren't really doing that at the moment. This is where we want you to be in that case. Got one back, so we want to get rid of it. Want to throw it at you, though. Got another one. Oh, apparently, I think we dealt almost no damage to it directly with our attacks. I think it was just chilling next to this bloodstone over there, and that was doing a lot of damage to it. I was looking up here to see how much of that 65 max life, because of course this does double what with it being a mini boss room, so we're approaching 400 max life now. Not sure we'll be able to hit that threshold, because don't think there are any other life rooms, and I don't think there's any life from the shop, unfortunately. Still theoretically possible that we could pick up something like a centaur soul from one of the wells. That might be the only way to make it happen, but it's possible. Oh, or was it Killing Freeze doing work as well? Could be. Yeah, so lots of HP. That's great. And then we're very close to being able to afford the next Demeter boon. Otherwise, we could go straight into normal palm or super palm. Even not far away from Hermes, we could probably do after we finish our next room or set of rooms. So what are we thinking next? It does mean that we are down one of the mini boss rooms, and with having taken almost no damage from it, that's also a great sign. Wife, okay, this would potentially be the other mini boss. Of course, first one, quite alright, so hope for more of the same in that regard. Everything, comparatively speaking, after that should be just easier, at least in theory. Might have been that the enemies that we happened to encounter were good for our setup, which, well, we're about to put to the test here. Over with the satyrs, which is no mystery, no secret that they are my least favorite. Keep on going in here, and, well, guess what? More of them. Fortunately, that one was standing right in the middle of a trap. Here is a well. Let's see what we find here. Life Essence, we don't really need it. Special deals more damage. This would be fantastic if we could carry this into the boss fight. Theoretically possible if we were to find the Satyr Sack in this set of rooms, that we could still have this active at the end and then go straight into the final fight and have this ready to go. Not sure if that's worthwhile, or at that point we'd think that it'd still be better to go into additional rooms, get additional ovals, get additional whatever rewards we have at the end of the run, and be able to afford more things at the shop. Chimera Jerky is yummy. We do have a lot of ovals still, so 35, yeah. And Cyclops. Overall, the jerky is good. Okay. And then, yep, no gold urns here, so let's keep on moving. And here we find more satyrs, I'm afraid. As the damages, take them out. Oh, that little rat did hit us. Because I honestly didn't even see it there. I was focusing on the satyr. Okay. So I believe this is likely to be the last room down this route. What will it be? It is already. It is the Satyr Sack. So that is a very interesting question for us. That also brings us to 450, which means we could afford the big Demeter boon. Is it worth going straight into the final fight so that we have both of our jerkies active? Or would we rather go down more routes, get whatever the end reward is from those routes, and get more ovals with which we could purchase more things at the shop? That's a difficult question. Let me know what you guys think.
What is this stuff? Hey.
Oh, look at that. 2 scrolls, in fact. Your weak effects have a longer duration, and or your weak effects also have 15% chance to charm foes. Charm meaning for a short time, victim fights for you with greater strength and speed. We're doing a really good job in terms of rarity of boons. We did get that boon early from Chaos. It increased the rarity of all future boons, and 12% doesn't sound like a lot, but in some ways, with 3 duo boons and a legendary boon showing up here, does make you wonder if maybe that was a bit more of a factor than we might have realized it would be. We'll need to spam attack on that. Does it work on him as well? Does it work on the final boss? Legendary boons are they rarer than duo? Are they more difficult to come by? And it does, oh man, it does work on him. Okay, then we gotta give it a try, right? We've got to. Okay, so this just got really interesting in that case. Ooh, another golden urn there. So we restore back to full life. We barely needed it, but
able to get back through here.
What do we do now?
I can leave or explore more tunnels.
Suddenly there is a fishing spot. So just to remind you as to what the options are, we can afford Demeter. We are extremely close to being able to afford Hermes. Other rooms, if we choose to go through more, of course we don't need to at this point, we could go straight into the final fight, would be Zeus, Obels, Palm. We know that they will have enemies at the end room. They will, of course, have these rewards as well. By going through additional rooms, we definitely will have these items expire on us, both jerkies. But might these things, in combination with picking more things up from the shop, outweigh the benefits of what is 30% attack damage and 40% special damage? I don't know. I don't know. While you're thinking that over, I will fish.
Hey, think I see a fish?
That we do. Ooh, that's a quick one. That's a gup.
Just a gup.
You're saying Granny and then Boss. Okay. So we go this route.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
Are you serious? Chill afflicted foes shatter at 10% life, inflicting chill nearby. Wow. Don't ask. Don't ask. Take the scroll, take the legendary boon, and move on. Wow. Let's just do a quick count here. We have 1, 2 legendary boons, 1, 2, 3 duo boons, and several epics on top of that. So, yeah, why don't we give this one a shot? Why don't we? You're saying go into the final fight? I mean, at this point, I'm curious, if we keep on testing this, are we gonna just keep on piling on duo boon after legendary boon? And is it worth going down? Who was it remaining? Zeus's room just to see if we get even more? I don't know. Maybe we don't push our luck. Maybe we quit while we're ahead. Keep an eye out for Dad's giggles when we charm him. Oh dear, does he really do that? It's hilarious. Okay, let's head in then. Oh boy, this will be an interesting one. This will be fun. 3 Death Defiances, 380 life. Don't forget that part. This is also one of the tankiest runs I've ever had in that regard. But let's do it.
The prince persuades the underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
I can go.
Where did he go? Well, that part doesn't matter. Let us pay a little visit to Dad here. Is a Centaur Heart's life? If we got one more life upgrade, we could have hit 400 mark, which would have been awesome.
Blasted time.
But it's okay. We got a lot of stuff working in our favor here. 380 is still amazing.
Supposed to live. Took all of Nyx's strength to circumvent what should have been a certainty. Now you cannot stay dead. Such is the wry humor of the fates.
So we heard that Persephone said that we were not supposed to live, and then Hades is saying, what?
Nyx saved me, so according to the fates, I was never meant to be born, since neither you nor Mother are of the underworld, something like that? Or was it just another lie you told to Mother and whoever else?
Yeah, hard to take your word for it here, Hades.
You think everything a lie. The
Ooh,
realm
from
beneath
you,
your feet
kinda.
was appointed to me on certain conditions. Not that I had much of a choice. Among them, a one-time surface dweller such as I would never have an heir.
Maybe.
You really believe that? Then why attempt to have a child anyway?
You don't know anything. Why anyone would choose to have a child is a mystery to me. The fate said I would never have an heir. Perhaps this was all they meant.
What do you mean, this? You mean you'd have a child, but your child wouldn't be ready to take your role? We can prove otherwise. Okay, so we want to use the cast aggressively. Dump all of them, basically immediately. We get side hustle in here. Get rid of the shield, and then we basically just chill. And throw an attack in occasionally. And he does have the heart. Not sure he had anyone to attack when that did happen. And that's not where I wanted to be standing, but then we just let that zap ya. We'll try to stay away from your little friend over there. Or dash through this. And we want to direct you back toward our bloodstones here, ideally.
You wish to die repeatedly like this.
And you have already phased. And we have done almost none of that damage directly. And there we got the hand actually fighting in our favor that time. That's pretty funny too. Okay, there, bloodstones coming back. Let's get rid of them. Throw the shield once more. Get out of the way of that. We do have a bunch of dodges as well. We have 3, I believe, we can do. Or rather, 4. Do you just follow us? Oh, that's not where I want to be standing. Where are the bloodstones right now? Where are they hanging out? Oh, right there. So if you could hang out in the middle. Bloodstones, wow, they have a large range.
You'd like to perish, wouldn't you?
Well, see, the thing is, we just, like, make all of your friends our friends, and then everything will be alright. Yup. Does he actually grab Hades and pin him in place? It looks like he did, which is also hilarious and awesome. Yep, we got Hades to go all friendly for a second there, and he is down. For the first phase, at least. Taking almost no damage.
We're not finished.
Oh, wow, that covers the whole arena? This is an interesting place for you to be stuck, for those that are going to continue to zap you. Oh, I did not get out of the way of that. Oh, we are back to the laser beam, and once more, I think you are within range of the bloodstone, so you are still taking damage even when you're doing that. Might have even been in the shield range. It was close. And as for this time, well, we're getting the bloodstones back. We'll want to get rid of those pretty much immediately. What are you doing this time? You are phasing, it seems. You were thinking about it, but then you didn't. That was bad positioning on my part there. You still have the bloodstones. Shield we want to get rid of though. Furious laser beams, and yep. Bloodstones just hanging out there. Give you a little bit of a happy charm. Yep. Hang out in the middle here where all the bloodstones will continue to zap you. That is preferable. Do this, and you're gonna make. Oh, what is this? What? He explodes with 10% life remaining. That works on him as well.
See what awaits you in this realm.
That was very interesting because we actually heard Demeter give out a little bit of an announcement when it happened, and wow. So yes, we took maybe 50 damage, probably a little bit more than that because there were a couple occasions where it took hits from the spin move, but all in all, definitely the least damage I've ever taken from a Hades fight, maybe even the quickest kill I've had in the fight itself.
Shall not.
Goodbye, Father.
That was insane. That was, yeah, this one here. Shield-afflicted foes shatter at 10% HP, inflicting shield nearby. Yeah, definitely. As soon as he got low, he just suddenly went, whoop, I'm dead. So that was crazy. Like we were saying, combination of 3 duos and a couple of legendaries. Where's the other one? Hiding out somewhere. But here it is, right next to each other. And then on top of that, lots of epics that were working in our favor. We did ultimately choose to go with both the Cyclops Jerky and the other Jerky as well, instead of going through additional runes. I mean, might have found things could have gotten even better if we'd gone to additional runes with this this worked too. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. That was a fun one. Get Titan Blood. And of course, with that, we can head back over to the surface. We did obliterate him. It was not even remotely
Beyond
close.
the frozen overlook, await the first glimpse of the sun to your left, then onward through the cold.
I think that Hades might have done more damage to his friends when we charmed him than he did to us in total. Gotta check this out, right?
So bright.
Alright. Let's head on out.
I'm here.
Check behind the house for fishing spot, you said. Okay. Hold on. I assume that we need to do that before we chat. Behind the house? Oh! I mean, I don't think there is one here, but I could see how it'd be possible. I didn't realize you could go this far back. Wow. Yeah, this area is bigger than I realized. Here as well, maybe, at times. Okay, I don't think there are any things for us to interact with, so let's talk to Mom.
Mother, I discovered how come Father led you to believe that I could not survive past birth. He didn't lie to you exactly, so he says.
So he says.
Wait, slow down, Zagreus. What do you mean? He told me you would not survive your birth, yet here you are. How wasn't that a lie?
Well, thing is...
Because he thought it was the truth. The fates appointed him dominion over the entire underworld, but he would never have an heir, so he was led to understand. He never expected me to be born, much less survive.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He never expected you to survive. Then, forgive my asking, but why did you?
Mom!
How did you? The fates are not known for making mistakes when it comes to such things.
I suppose that is true. The fates do sort of call the shots, right?
Nyx saved my life. Or gave me life, I guess. Then raised me in your absence. The fates are her daughters, right? Maybe she persuaded them to go easier on me. She cannot say more. In any case, apparently it took her quite a while to revive me, and by then you were gone.
Okay.
Nyx. Of course she was involved. I only managed to escape because of her.
Okay. Ooh.
Then she restored my stillborn son to life and nurtured him? And I never would have known unless that child, fully grown and having learned the truth, defied his father and then found me here.
Yeah, that is a pretty crazy set of circumstances, for sure.
Yes, although we still don't know how come Father and Nyx never sent for you. Though,
Oh,
let
no!
me ask you something, Mother, if you please. If you had found out that I was born and very much alive, would you have come back?
Yeah, not gonna lie, it is still a little strange that you don't come back.
Would I have come back? To see my only child? Had I but known you lived, I would have gladly gone through hell again to see you, Zagreus. Of course I would have.
But, like, you still can? And now we're doing it instead? Thanks, Mom!
Well then, what if Father didn't want you doing that?
What if he didn't want me coming back to him? Or seeing you? Oh no, you're fading again, Zagreus. You've pushed yourself too hard. But what is it you meant by what you said?
No. Time.
It's just a hunch
Go.
of mine. I'll be back. Father wanted her to leave, didn't he?
Suspicious. Very suspicious. Alright, so I would say one of, if not the most fun run that we have had. A lot of things came together at the end there to make that very interesting synergy, or set of synergies, really, going off there. we started to see it when we were fighting Theseus and the Minotaur for sure, but then by the end in Styx, we picked up a couple of, was it 2 legendaries in Styx alone? Or legendary in a duo? I don't know.
Quite a mess you've created, I must say, Father. After being of no help whatsoever when it comes to disentangling it all. Though this isn't the place to talk, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy that you said that.
No, it most certainly is not. Though I take it shall not be long before another of our private meetings then.
By that, do you mean a special appointment in which we will defeat you at the surface and then proceed to see the person who you are so committed to prevent us from seeing?
Count on that.
Okay. You have an Achilles appearance.
Achilles, if a friend of yours were in need of assistance, but the only way you could assist them was to somehow change the terms of an ancient pact Father probably forced on them, what would you do?
Yeah, I mean, we did use the Demeter special on this shield, and we were talking at the very beginning about perhaps doing something like Dionysus might have been good for the hangover. We definitely see that working well. Well, what with it hitting so many times so quickly. Zeus or Artemis as well.
I would be very careful, above all. Do you understand, lad? I would not wish to make things any worse. How many packs such as the one you're thinking of are buried back in the administrative chamber there? Even your father can't keep track. Although, perhaps Nyx can.
What are you getting at, Achilles?
Nyx, you're right. She knows everything. Wouldn't hurt to ask her, I suppose.
I suppose so.
Just watch yourself.
Yeah. Treading on thin ice there. No Thanatos, at least doesn't seem like it. No Deuce over here, but he can show up in any of a number of places. Anything new from the contractor? It seems like we have new things here that just cost an exorbitant amount of gems. For the most part. Lots of things. That even costs diamonds? Not sure I realized any house decor would cost diamonds. Lounge. Again, similar story. Has a discreet yet new western entrance to the lounge. Okay. Those are the options there. Good night, Mega. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Orpheus. I take it you know all about the time I burned my father's hands to a crisp the moment I was born?
What?
He grasped me by the feet, and they caught fire. And that's why he still wears those fancy rings, to cover up the hideous scar tissue.
Something tells me that's not true. But, clever story, Zagreus.
But that is such a splendid tale, Zagreus, deserving to be sung both far and wide until it turns into the stuff of myth, as deathless as the gods themselves. I'll gladly tell that one about.
Ooh, alright.
Great.
Maybe Orpheus can make it happen.
May I help you?
Then we have Meg, we have Dusa, and we do have, I think, several fish to turn in here. Or lunch, or dinner?
Trade you these
what time of day is it? We don't really know. Now, that's a lot.
Fair market value.
So, if we do want to gift to any of these people, most notably Dusa may run away if we don't do it immediately. Oh, except we can't. So, I take it back. We'll talk to Dusa, and that's all we can do. Sure?
Why, Prince, you're back? I mean, I heard that... How come you're still here?
Yeah, about that.
Oh, yes, I made it pretty far. On that account, you heard correctly, Dusa. But turns out I have unfinished business here, so I should be turning up like this from time to time.
Yeah, every now and then. We might, be gone for a while and then pop back.
Oh, wow. Well, that's great. I mean, I hope it's great. I mean, if you agree it's great, I also think it's great. If that's okay?
Dusa.
It is. It's both okay and great.
Okay. Let's double check what the special deal is from the broker. Oh, man. We can get a diamond for 100 gemstones I mean, I haven't done the maths for all the conversion here, but at least that sounds like a decent deal. What with us having to go through several steps to go from gems to diamond. Get that diamond. Let's do it.
Good deal. Here's the fee.
Okay. Then there's Meg. Let's talk to her.
Meg, what's going on with Nix and Dusa, do you know? I think they've been butting heads a bit lately.
I can't imagine why. Nyx has her under strict orders, yet you keep on stopping by for your little chats. You think she doesn't notice?
So you're saying it's our fault, huh?
What does she care? I talk to everybody around here at least a bit.
It's true.
It's not my business, Ag. Not even for Dusa, but you watch yourself.
Alright, if you say so, Meg.
Is this my fault?
Yeah. Apparently it is. Apparently it is. Oh, look, Cerberus is the star employee.
Cerberus, featured house servant.
Well done. Who's a good boy? Okay, so, as for Nyx, yeah, we've learned a lot about you recently, so you
Nyx,
talk.
You saved my life. Gave me life when I was born. Father told me. I don't know what to say. Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, that's like pretty important stuff. Kind of awkward for us to figure that out without you telling us and then have to bring it up to you.
There are many things that I am not at liberty to speak of, child. Through my own binding choice. These circumstances are among them.
Your own
Suffice it to
binding
say
choice?
that your revival required the extent of my ability and considerable time.
I mean, you are an extremely powerful goddess, yes, but don't really understand what within your power allows you to revive someone and defy the fates, other than how you are the fates' mother, so like maybe you can strike a deal with them. Also, the fact that you're the person who says you can't do this, and it's your own binding choice. Well, but it's just you. You can go back on like your own binding choice if you're the one who's, you know, on the other end of that deal, right?
I never should have been born. Was that what the fates wanted? Did you defy your own daughters?
Silence. Tempt not my daughters thus.
Okay, never mind. We'll just drop the subject.
Thank them for me.
Oh yeah. We survived. So thank them. Okay, and with that, I think we could perhaps see if there's anything else we want to do. In here, we do have over 2,000 darkness, which does mean we could pick up an additional Fated Persuasion if we wanted to. That giving us an additional option to re-roll at the Well of Charon, or Aura Boon as well. That too. That's possible. I believe that's new. We only just reached that threshold. Do it. What? Excuse me? There we go. Oh, you can actually get another one for 3,000. Wow. Okay. So that is our next darkness target. Of course, it'll take a while for us to get there, but I think we did pick up one of those chaos boons that allowed us to get, what was it, over an additional 100% chaos from the previous run, so that probably helped us a lot. So, in general, it does seem like the darkness tends to come in big chunks when you do get chaos boons like that. Anything else in here? That was, of course, another successful run with the shield, so glad to do that. But I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap up here, because, I mean, that was an awesome run. I don't really think we can top that, and even now it's getting a little bit late. It is a work night, like I was saying before, and going on a full another run would definitely make us go quite a bit later. So I think we should wrap things up here. You redeemed a bunch of points for nectars? Okay, let me just double check. Achilles, Dusa, and Meg. We were not able to do it for Dusa, I don't think. I was looking at trying to gift her something earlier, and she would not take it. We can do Meg. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, Meg is also giving us the cold shoulder right now. So is Dusa. And we can try Achilles. That was the other person, right?
worth it?
Yeah. Will you accept a gift from us? You will. So at least there's that.
Ah, now this is something, lad. I'd hate to think that you've returned to bring me this just for my sake. Though I'm grateful, really.
You've always been there for me, Achilles. Even when Father pushed me away. This is nothing. I don't think I can ever repay you.
I owe you. We can see if we can gift to someone else instead, if you'd like. See who will actually accept it. Cerberus will. Hades will not. Orpheus will. Nyx will. Egg still says no. Dusa still says no.
Next. Go ahead.
So, yeah, if you'd like to gift to anyone else, then I suppose we can make that happen.
Is that so?
Yeah, unfortunately, they're just having none of it. Meg is like, how dare you distract Dusa? And Dusa is like, yeah, I'm sorry, Zagreus. I do want the nectar, but at the same time, I gots to work, otherwise Nyx ain't gonna be happy. I'm afraid, at least on this occasion, they are saying, no way. Cannot be done. So for that reason, I suppose, unless you do want to give to someone else, then we can leave it there. We could give to Skelly as well, of course. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the funnest runs that I've had. At the beginning, wasn't sure what we were going to find, because we, of course, picked up a lot of life, but it wasn't clear how exactly we were going to make the damage work. We had the new aspect on the shield, but we did find a way to make that work, especially once you started adding all the legendary and duo boons. Pretty awesome stuff. So, with that, I'm going to switch screens for us here. And thank you all for watching the stream. Hope you had as much fun as I did, because like I said, when things started to kick off, they kicked off. That was a lot of fun. And we are doing these Hades plus Path of Exile streams on, well, in the past it's been Saturdays. Today, of course, obviously we did a Sunday. We've been testing out, switching around the days a little bit, and that's partially the reason why that is. So be on the lookout in Discord. That is the place where I will be announcing as to which day we are doing which, because basically just trying to see, particularly on the player side of things, whether it's better for us to be doing Sunday streams for that or Saturday streams for that. So if you have not yet joined the Discord, then you can do that right here. Let me know there's a chance that invite link has expired. It may no longer be active. If so, I can fish up one that's fresh for you. But other than that, we are streaming Witcher 3 Blind. That is on Fridays. That much is for certain. Saturday and Sunday, like I said, we're switching between the combined Hades and Path of Exile stream. And in Path of Exile, we're actually making a character based on Zagreus, and that's starting to kick off. Starting to look, feel, and play a lot more like Zagreus. And then the other day, we are streaming Pyre Community right now, where we're doing multiplayer Pyre. And so that's the streaming schedule. In terms of YouTube, I am posting the VODs from Witcher 3, posting the VODs from the Right Knight, making a Marduk playthrough, which is a RPG from about 10 years ago, which is my favorite game ever. So we're doing that. We're also doing some Gwent videos, which is the Witcher-themed card game. There was a new expansion that came out a couple days ago that involves you switching hands with your opponents every turn. So that is crazy stuff. You can check that out. And then finally, also doing Hades videos for the full release. That's on a separate save file, notably. So if you're looking for what was the original save file, then that is another way you can check out more Hades content there as well. That is about it for me in terms of stream and YouTube stuffs. You can also follow me on Twitch if you haven't done so yet already. That way you can get a notification when I go live. That way, again, if you're looking for when is it the Hades stream, when is it the Pyre stream, that's another way to find out. I'll also post on Twitter at LidsVids. You can check me out there. That's another way for you to find out. So, all that being said, that is just about it for me. Peach, were you seriously not followed until just now? Are you serious, Peach? I find that hard to believe, but apparently... I am very surprised. But anyways... So, well, there you go. Welcome, Peach. Thank you for the follow. And so, with that, thank you all for watching. Hope you had as much fun as I did. I will see you all next time. So have a good night.